nerds, welcome back to another chaotic update. Today we're talking about books because I finished 2. We're having the whole knitted sweater debacle today. I also crocheted a tiny bit on the granny square blanket. And we're almost finishing knitted socks today. And then I bought a whole bunch of yarn. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. Reading-wise, I finished 2 books. Last time you saw that I was reading I really enjoyed it. I am now done. It's great. I can't wait until the next book is coming. So thank you so much, Larissa, for gifting this to me. 4 stars. I loved it. I love this a whole lot better than Frost Heart, but then again, I am not in the photo settings. This is about a girl and her sister in a town where they grew up as very poor people. And then there are these musicians in here, and her sister is really looking up to them and she wants to be one, while the other sister doesn't like them so much. A lot of magical stuff is happening here. There is a magical creature involved. And it's amazing. It's just amazing. Yeah. Definitely recommend reading this. Then also, just yesterday I finished the Turnkey of Highgate Cemetery. And I was scared for this book, guys. This book scared the hell out of me. Because apparently it's a war story. And I didn't know when I put it on the wish list. I just saw this pretty cover. Kate recommended it. And I trust Kate completely. So I put it on the wish list. Kate also gifted me these books. Thank you, Kate. Because I loved it. And I never like war stories. I just read because I want to escape the shitty things humans do in the real world. The shitty things that happen in the real world. And war stories aren't great for that. That's why I don't like them most of the time. And this is a very war story. It is about the war. And it's set in the war. And we do see consequences of the war. However, in this we follow Flossie. And she died when she was 12. Because of heart failure. She was sick before that. And she now runs this cemetery, basically, where she has to take care of all the dead people. And that's a very interesting point of view. And one day she spots a dead German soldier. And she gets suspicious. And then there's a whole plot happening. But this is very well written. And there were really interesting characters in this. And that just kept me going. And I read this book in 2 days. So I loved it. And I did not expect that from a war story. I don't know what to rate it yet. But it was good. And like, I read a war story. If I can read it, it's good. That says a lot. So thank you, Kate, for gifting this to me, recommending this, making me read this, because it was really, really good. And I really enjoyed it. Since I just finished that yesterday, I haven't had time to pick out another book. I'm not sure. We'll find out later, right? So let's talk knitting for a bit. My sweater. I knit so much on this sweater this week. However, you can't see it. Because I had to rip it all out again. That's right. I had knit 22 rows this week on this sweater. I was going for it. I thought I was almost done with the raglan increases. I even tried it on. And, you know, since I thought I was done, and then I found out I missed a lot of stitches. Like, over 100. And I was like, I don't know. This is weird. I tried it on anyway, and obviously it was too tight. Who would have guessed? Missing that much stitches. And then had to look into the pattern, found out that I actually forgot a whole page of raglan increases. So I ripped back the 22 rows I've done. And I started again with knitting that page, because I didn't know if I would do it after the things I've already done, how it would look. So I decided to just rip it out again and do it. It was, you know, it has been divided for sleeves, and now it's back to this. However, I'm still in love with this. I ripped it out the day before yesterday, knit 2 rows on it, and then my nerve was being an asshole again, so I had to stop. But I definitely plan to knit a lot on this, and that's also why I didn't do much to the socks. I did do a bit though. I have done a bit. I have now turned this heel, and I am at the decreasing part for the heel. So that's good. My brain was allowing me to do a heel turn. It's not that hard, guys. But sometimes my brain is like, no. And then I have no choice. And then I almost finished the foot of this one. I thought I finished it. And then it turned out, no, I did finish it. Right? No, I thought I finished it, but it turns out I need one more repeat. That's it. So I need to do one stripe sequence of this. Just from this stripe to that. I need to do that one more time. And then I can do the toes again. But then I was so excited about the sweater, I didn't get to the socks anymore. So that's why it's not done. It could have been done. Crocheting wise, I had now made all the blue squares from the blanket. So the blue and the green squares are all done. So I made 12 squares this week just to finish out that color, because I really want to do. I like finishing colors. However, now we're getting to a point that I don't know if I have enough yarn to finish the other colors. So we will see. Also, I do prioritize the sweater and the socks right now, because I really want to finish the socks, because I have new sock plans. And then I'm so excited about the sweater. I just want to start again for, you know, dividing the sleeves. I did that now once. It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. And I just want to get to the point where we go knitting around and around and around, because that is so satisfying and so relaxing to me. So I'm excited to get there. Then, this is a very old project you might recognize from Halloween last year. This is my ghosty shawl. This is the pattern I'm using. I forgot. I'm sorry. I didn't get as far in Halloween as I wanted to. I then learned how to knit socks. Got sidetracked again. And I have knitted a bit of more. So last time on Halloween, I just did one round of the mouth on one of the ghosties. Now they all have a mouth. So basically from here on, that's what I've done. And as you can see, we're now getting to the first color change. And I love it. It is actually getting somewhere now. I am very excited. This yarn is gorgeous. It got knotted once, so I had to cut it, which I didn't want to do in Halloween. I'm so glad I did. There is now a bead on this. And it makes crocheting with this so much easier. The Dahlia yarn from Hobie. This is the Halloween special and it's very, very loosely wound. So you get stuck in it quite easily. I then halfway saw the tip to put a bead on it. So it happens less often and it's totally true. I've now tested it. I would highly recommend to put a bead on at least the Dahlia cotton from Hobie. This is the yarn I'm using. So that was all the project. That was all the projects I worked on this week. So it's time for acquisitions. And let me tell you, it's a lot. We got vacation money. I need something to do. Well, I'm home and Hobie had a great sale. So that translated to buying a bunch of yarn, to be honest with you. I have 2 sweater quantities and I also bought the 2 most expensive sock yarns on there. So I could try them out for my trying every sock yarn of Hobie video that is coming out not soon because I still need to try a lot of their yarns, but now I at least have most and I have the most expensive ones, so that helps, right? First of all, I got these winter clothes from Hobie. I have saw Josephine crochet with this and it was gorgeous. The colored changes are gorgeous on this. Then I saw somebody on YouTube making a sweater with it and I was like, yes, I want it. It was now heavily on sale, so I bought it. Also, this is 51% wool and 49% acrylic. I have tried cheap acrylic ones, could not wear it, but apparently it's different. And this is also mixed, so I would like to see if I can wear this because acrylic is just a bit more easy to care for and it also stays longer. I just want to see if I can have it in a mix basically. This has 700 meters on it or 765 yards. It is a 200 gram skein and it says hook number 5 millimeters or US hook number 8. I am excited. I don't know which sweater I'm gonna make with this yet, but look at those colors. Aren't they pretty? And they're both very different. They're the same, but different. If that makes sense. I love it. So that was one of the sweaters quantity. Then I also found this upcycled alpaca blend. So I got a whole pack and one more. It is 100% upcycled materials. It is 34% acrylic, 35% alpaca, and 32% wool. These are 100 gram skeins, and it has 200 meters or 218 yards on them. It says crochet hook 5.5, knitting needles 4.5 millimeters or 7 and 9 in the US sizes. And I know exactly what sweater I'm gonna make with this. This is color 10. It looks so good. And I want to make the Danica sweater with this. This is from Tinderbox. The same pattern designer that did the Clara sweater. I absolutely love the Clara sweater. And I fell in love with the Danica sweater a long time ago. But she recommended to do the Clara sweaters first. I think that was a very smart decision from her. So now it's time to finally do the Danica sweater. And then I got 2 sock yarns from Hobie as well. I got the unicorn and the unicorn solid. These are by far the most expensive from the Hobie sock yarns. This is 20 euros out of sale. This is 30 euros out of sale. But I got them on sale, guys. So I paid 16 for this and I paid 10 for this. This is very Sally color. So these will not be socks. I plan to knit Sally mittens with them from my knitting, the Nightmare Before Christmas knitting book. I hope I can find your picture and then I put it here. This is what I want to make with this, so I can test them out for the video. This is 75 merino wool. I have to be honest with you, it is very, very soft. It is even softer than the Black Friday yarn, so it might be worth it. And then they have their unicorn line that is not a solid color. It has as well 75% merino wool and 25 polyamide. Very standard for a sock yarn. It is very soft. I do feel like the unicorn solid is a bit more softer, probably because of the dye, but this has given differently. This will be socks. I think it's pretty. And this color have been out of stock forever. So when it was on sale and my favorite color was there, I had to snag it, guys. There was no other chance for me than to buy that stuff. To be fair, I also bought a whole lot of books, but I'm not sure if I want to show them to you just yet, because that is basically the whole spooky season content planned. I was such in a spooky mood, so I planned all my content for October. We're doing 31 days of Halloween this year, so there will be a video every day in October, if everything works out. And I bought the books for all those vlogs, so I'm not sure if I want to show you yet. I don't know. Would you guys be spoiled for October or rather not? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more chaos from me. And I'll see you in the next time. Bye, nerds.